So this actually will begin our portion of the debate. So does anybody have any questions or doesn't agree with anything I might be talking about?
I do. I don't agree that the species are at risk. They can adapt.
Well, actually, that's not true. Small changes in our environment, such as the degree changes that we see around us, even minute changes, have already begun to cause massive extinction among different species, such as frogs and butterflies and polar birds. So we've actually already begun to see the extinction effects take place in our community and in our world much sooner than most scientists ever expected to. Anybody else?
Alright. That's a good question. Is 6 degrees Celsius that big of a change to worry about?
Oh yes, 0.6 degrees Celsius is a huge change to worry about. Believe it or not, the effects that it's already having on the community, or excuse me, not the community, but our world, is that it's beginning to rise the sea levels at least 2 to 4 millimeters each year. So, and that's been over the course of the past 100 years as opposed to the years previous. So, I mean, it's already easily risen a couple of inches, which is actually a massive impact on the mainlands. As well as since winter comes winter comes later in the year and spring comes earlier, it's having a hard time and it's affecting the species as well. And also we're beginning to see the Arctic areas melt as well and pose a big strain on the animals and species that live within there.
Yeah, I like polar bears.
You know, personally, I don't think that something simple as turning off a light can make that big of a difference.
Well, actually, the ExxonMobil has done a research and they've wanted to make a big change within their, a big change in the community because they are aware of the fact that CO2 emissions do have a massive effect on our atmosphere. And they've researched and found out that if Americans were able to decrease their energy consumption within their own home by 10%, it would actually have the equivalency of taking 15 million cars off of the road. So if that can get, like, you know, just taking off a few things here and there, such as turning out the light or, you know, turning off the TV if you're not watching it, will actually bring it down to that 10% less and have a tremendous impact on our atmosphere.
All right.
You agree?
I don't necessarily think that global temperatures are rising. Can you elaborate maybe on that?
Absolutely. The National Oceanic Atmosphere Administration, National Oceanic Atmosphere Administration has researched and found that we have actually increased the temperature by 0.6 degrees Celsius. And these are just global surfaces. Mainly we find those effects prominent within the North American regions, which also includes the United States, for those of us that don't know, and for the Euro-Asia area as well. And you're beginning to see the effects of even just a small change and increase in temperature among the world. So, thanks. Anybody else have any questions? Anything, comments? All right. Well, the inevitable is in our hands. We can make a difference, but it takes us recognizing the problem. We need to identify ways to improve our community and reduce CO2 emissions, and apply those things to our lives, and also give the generations of our future a chance to experience the same beautiful planet that we take for granted every day. Thank you.